स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्ने दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हि या सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहं। नमः श्रीय सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। So we wish you all very, very happy Kalpataru Day. So భక్తులందరికీ హృదయపూర్వక శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఈ కల్పతరు మహోత్సవం రోజులో ఈ పుణ్యదినంలో ఒక పుస్తకం రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. అది రామకృష్ణ వారి గురించి. అంటే రామకృష్ణ మనతో పాటు ఎప్పుడూ ఉంటారు, కష్టాలు మనం ఆదుకుంటారు, మన దారి చూపుతారు అనే దాన్ని, ఆ విషయాన్ని స్పష్టంగా హైలైట్ చేస్తూ ఒక పుస్తకం రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. అభయప్రదాత శ్రీరామకృష్ణ అని చెప్పి ఈ పుస్తకానికి పేరు. సో అభయప్రదాత, ఇప్పుడు మనకు అభయాన్ని ఇస్తారు ఆయన. నువ్వు భయపడాల్సింది లేదు, నీతో పాటు ఎప్పుడు నేను ఉన్నానని చెప్పి అభయం ఇస్తారు ఆయన. దానికి ఆయనకి అభయప్రదాత శ్రీరామకృష్ణ అని పేరు పెట్టాము ఆ పుస్తకానికి. సో ఈ పుస్తకం ధర 10 రూపాయలు. ఒకటి కొంటే ఒకటి ఫ్రీగా ఇస్తున్నామని చెప్పి మీరు కొనడం మాత్రం కాదు, అందరికీ కూడా పంచిపెట్టండి ఈ పుస్తకాలని. ఎక్కువ మంది ఈ పుస్తకాన్ని చదవాలి, ఇంకా రామకృష్ణ జన్మని తెలుసుకోవాలి. కాబట్టి ఇలాంటి ఒక అవకాశం మీకు కల్పిస్తున్నా. ఈ కల్పతరు మహోత్సవం అనేది మనకందరికీ చాలా బాగా తెలుసు, దీని ప్రాముఖ్యత మనకు తెలుసు. సో దిస్ కల్పతరు డే, ది ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ కల్పతరు డే, why we celebrate this Kalpataru Day, we will see in brief. Of course, all of you know the major incident that took place on that blessed day. Anyway, it's time for to recollect those incidents, rather relive those incidents. It is reliving, not recollecting alone. So when we relive the experience, we'll go back to those days. So when actually this Kalpataru Day happened. So we are going to relive those incidents. So this happened in 1886, January 1st. ఈ కల్పతరు మహోత్సవం జరిగింది 1886 జనవరి 1వ తారీఖు. సో శ్రీరామకృష్ణ ఈ స్టేయింగ్ ఇన్ కాశీపూర్ గార్డెన్ హౌస్. So all of you know he was very ill at that time. On that day, so he felt very much better. So he felt very much better. So then he came down at about 3 p.m. So when he came down at 3 p.m., so there were about 30 devotees present there. So when he came, all the devotees came rushing towards him. So there is a tree in the garden house. Most of you might have seen the tree. So Sri Ramakrishna goes under that tree. All devotees rush to him. So they are very fond of Sri Ramakrishna. So the moment he saw Girish Chandra Ghosh, so he just asked him one question. Girish, you are telling so many things about this. See, speciality on Sri Ramakrishna, he never used to say, I. నేను అనే మాట ఎప్పుడు ఆయన చెప్పరు. ఆయన ఇది అని చెప్పేవారు. దిస్ రెఫరింగ్ టు దిస్ అంటే ఆయనలో అహంకారం అనేది అసలు లేదన్నమాట. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ఈగో హి హస్ గాట్, ద ఈగో ఆఫ్ ది డివైన్ మదర్ ఓన్లీ ఈస్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్ హిమ్. సో వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ డూ యూ నో అబౌట్ దిస్? యు గో ఆన్ టెలింగ్ that I am incarnation of God, I am avatara, all that you are going on telling to people. What have you seen in me? So that is the question. So posed by Sri Ramakrishna. So they meant the reaction of Girish Chandra Ghosh, that's something very interesting. So he became charged, the divine emotion. His body is shivering. So he did Sastanga Pranam to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. He got up with folded hands. So you know what reply he gives? Whose glory? Sages like Vyasa and Valmiki did not find enough words to express. Adequate words to express the glory. A person like me, what can I tell about you? Evari mahatvanni Vyasudu Valmiki vanti mahashulu cheppalekapoyaro నేనేం చెప్పగలుగుతాను అన్నాడు. చూడండి, అతని భక్తి, శ్రద్ధ, విశ్వాసం. అప్పుడు వెంటనే రామకృష్ణ వారు స్పందిస్తారు. సో శ్రీ రామకృష్ణ వాజ్ వెరీ మచ్ ప్లీజ్డ్ విత్ ది ఆన్సర్ గిరీష్ చంద్ర ఘోష్ గివ్స్ హిమ్. సో దెన్ ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ he went into ecstatic state. He went to bhava. So bless all the devotees. What more shall I say? So let this Chaitanya be awakened in all of you. Chaitanya hok annar. Ante మీలో చైతన్యం అంతా ఆ రోజు ప్రభావితం కానీ అని చెప్పేశారు. Let there be awakening of the spiritual consciousness in all of you, Chaitanya. So when Sri Ramakrishna blesses like that, you can see an ocean of bliss is flowing through Sri Ramakrishna to all the devotees. So the main instrument is Girish Chandra Ghosh. When we see who is this Girish Chandra Ghosh, he says he was a drunkard. He says all the bottles which I use for drinking, if you pile it up, it becomes like a huge hill. అటువంటి ఒక మనిషి గిరీష్ చంద్ర ఘోషన్. బట్ ది డివైన్ టచ్ ఆఫ్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ, so he was transformed into a saint. So apichet suduracharaha bhajate mam ananya bhak sadureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hi saha क्षिप्रम भवति धर्मात्मा सस्वत शांतिम निगच्छति Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Beautifully Krishna says, apichet suduracharaha bhajate mam ananya bhak. Suduracharya undavadu kuda bhajate mam nannu ఆశ్రయిస్తే సాధురేవ సమంతవ్య, వాడిని మంచివాడనే చెప్పాలి, సాధు అనే చెప్పాలి. So maybe a sudurachara, when you surrender to the Lord, it becomes sadachara, it becomes a sadachara. So exactly it happened. So when Sri Ramakrishna's company, Girish Chandra Ghosh, so one day an important occasion, so Girish Chandra Ghosh comes to Sri Ramakrishna. So Sri Ramakrishna asked him, today is a very auspicious day, go and take bath in the Ganges. So Girish says, there is no need for me to go and have a bath in the Ganges. Your holy company is much more than taking a bath in the holy Ganges, he said. See the faith he had in Sri Ramakrishna. నేను గంగలో స్నానం చేసిన ప్రయోజనం నాకు లేదు, మీ దర్శన భాగ్యమే నాకు దానికంటే మించింది లేదు అని చెప్పేశాడు. అటువంటి ఆయన ఆఫ్టర్ ది మహాసమాధి ఆఫ్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ, సో గిరీష్ చంద్ర ఘోష్ విల్ గో ఎవ్రీ డే అండ్ హ్యావ్ అ బాత్ ఇన్ ది గ్యాంజెస్, విచ్ హి నెవర్ డిడ్ వెన్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ వాజ్ ప్రెసెంట్. ఎప్పుడు వెళ్ళి స్నానం చేయలే అట్లా. ఇప్పుడు మొదలుపెట్టాడు. రామకృష్ణ మహాసమాధి అయిపోయిన తర్వాత రోజు వెళ్ళి స్నానం చేసేవాడు గంగానదిలో. So somebody questioned Girish Ghosh, how come now you go to Ganges every day and have your bath, which never did earlier when Sri Ramakrishna was there? So now what Girish replies, that is very, very significant. Do you know why I go to Ganges and take bath? So when I go and take bath in the Ganges, taking the name of Sri Ramakrishna, so the Ganges becomes purified. See, Ganga Nadi పవిత్రమైంది. నేను గంగా నదికి స్నానం చేస్తూ రామకృష్ణ నామని చెప్పుకుంటూ స్నానం చేస్తూ ఉంటే అది గంగా నది పవిత్రమవుతుంది నా వల్ల అని చెప్తున్నాడు. ఎంత శ్రద్ధ, భక్తి, విశ్వాసం ఆయనలో ఉంటే మనకి ఇలా చెప్తగలుగుతాడు ఆయన. దట్స్ ఎ వెరీ పవర్ఫుల్ స్టేట్మెంట్ గిరీష్ చంద్ర ఘోష్ మేక్స్ దేర్. సో వెన్ ఐ టేక్ బాత్ ఇన్ ది గ్యాంజెస్, టేక్ ఇన్ శ్రీ రామకృష్ణస్ నేమ్, ది గ్యాంజెస్ ఈజ్ బికమింగ్ ప్యూరిఫైడ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ భక్తి. When you have this unshakable conviction that Sri Ramakrishna is everything, I surrendered to Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is nothing but God, God, God alone. So Sri Ramakrishna సాక్షాత్ భగవంతుడే అని గాఢమైన విశ్వాసం ఆయనలో ఉండింది గిరీష్ చంద్ర ఘోష్లో. That is the speciality of the Girish Chandra Ghosh. So when Sri Ramakrishna blessed them all, now you see another scene where he distributes the spiritual joy, the ananda, for all the devotees who are there. So what Sri Ramakrishna gave to those devotees? So Sri Ramakrishna distributed the Ananda. So then he said, when he touched each individual, the divine touch of Sri Ramakrishna, magic divine touch of Sri Ramakrishna. So the effect it produced. So then he said it's kind of 4 kinds of effects it produced. So the divine touch of Sri Ramakrishna produced 4 kinds of effects. What are they? So when he touched them, some received the vision of the chosen deity. So కొంతమందికి వాడి దర్శనం కలిగింది. ఇంకా కొంతమందికి some experienced the awakening of the కుండలిని శక్తి. ఇంకా కొంతమందికి so some felt unspeakable bliss, ananda, which they can't express themselves. So some went into ecstasy and began to laugh, cry and shout. So all these 4 effects of his divine touch. So the basic thing Sri Ramakrishna distributed is that divine joy. 2 రకాల ఆనందాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఒకటి విషయానందం, ఇంకొకటి బ్రహ్మానందం. విషయానందంలో ఏమవుతుంది? సుఖ దుఃఖ 2 ఉంటాయి. కానీ బ్రహ్మానందంలో మాత్రము ఆనందం మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది అందులో. సో విషయానందం వేరు, బ్రహ్మానందం వేరు. ఇక్కడ మనం చూస్తాం, ఒక భక్తుడు ఉండేవాడు కాళీపద ఘోష్ అని. ఈ కాళీపద ఘోష్ తాగిపోతాడు. అతను వస్తాడు, రామకృష్ణుని కలుసుకోవడానికి వస్తాడు. ఎలా వచ్చాడు? బాగా తాగి తెప్ప తాగి వస్తున్నాడు, తూలుకుంటూ వస్తున్నాడు. సో దిస్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్, ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్, వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ encounter, head-on collision. So with Sri Ramakrishna and Kalipada Ghosh. Here you see the personification of Vishayananda. So another is personification of Brahmananda. So the confrontation between this Vishayananda and Brahmananda. ఇద్దరు కలుసుకుంటారు అన్నమాట. So he sees Sri Ramakrishna and goes near him, and that time Sri Ramakrishna is in samadhi, bhava samadhilo unnaru ayana. So the Hridaya is holding him, somebody has to hold him and he is in ecstasy. ఇతను అనుకుంటున్నాడు, నేనే తాగిపోతుంది కానీ నాటప్పుడు నేను నిలబెట్టుకోగలుగుతున్నాను, ఈ నాకంటే తాగిపోతు కనిపిస్తున్నాడే, ఎవరు పట్టుకోవాల్సింది ఆయన్ని అంటాడు. సే drunkard thinks everybody is a drunkard. So then he is telling, I myself is a great drunkard, but I am able to stand on my own. But here you see this person, somebody is holding him, so much he has drunk. So the audacity of this person, you see, he asks him, sir, what kind of drink you have taken? Some French wine you have taken or British wine you have taken? Vishayananda and Brahmananda. So Sri Ramakrishna gives very good reply to him. He is very, very sportive, Sri Ramakrishna. I never go for any foreign brand. I take only homemade, he said. హోమ్మేడ్ తీసుకుంటాను, నేను ఫారెన్ బ్రాండ్ ఎప్పుడు తాకనని చెప్పేశారు. అంటే అతను అంటాడు, అదే నాకు ఇవ్వండి, నన్ను కిక్కు నాకు ఇక్కడ రావట్లేదు ఇందులో, అదే నాకు ఇవ్వండి అన్నాడు. So the kick you are getting by homemade, I am not getting with all this. Please give me that. And so then Sri Ramakrishna wants him. So he said, think, once you get this drink, you will be permanently intoxicated. Any drink you take, it has effects for only few hours. Again, you must drink for further effect. But if you take this drink, so permanent intoxicated ni kavalna antadu. Adena kavali ivandi annadu. So what is that he gave? So he just embraced him. So the divine magic touch of Sri Ramakrishna. See this Kalpataru Ghosh, who was a drunkard by nature like that. So all the drink habit goes away from him. 3 days he went on weeping non-stop. So then this drinking habit, addiction went away from him. So that is the Vishayananda and this is the Brahmananda. Once you taste Brahmananda, Vishayananda doesn't have any insipid. It tasteless it becomes. So that when he tasted that Brahmananda, no one will go for this. Vishayananda doesn't have any taste for him. So Sri Ramakrishna distributed only this Ananda to all the devotees. So that day, he distributed the divine love, devotion, spiritual visions and samadhi to all the people who assembled there. So there are a few incidents that happened, I will narrate. So one devotee by name Akshay comes to him. So then he gives him a mantra and he just touches him. So what happened to this Akshay is very interesting. So this person, when Sri Ramakrishna touches him, so when he comes out, he is like a person who is completely inebriated state. His limbs got twisted. He is rolling on the ground. He said, this kind of joy I never experienced in my lifetime. I am not able to contain this joy. See the experience. I don't know how to hold on to this. I am not able to contain this joy. So limbs got twisted and he is rolling on the ground. Imagine the impact, the divine touch of Sri Ramakrishna. So like that, Harish Mustafi, another person. So same experience he also gets. So then one Haran Chandra Das, another devotee. So Sri Ramakrishna touches him with his feet. That's a very great blessing he gets that day. So then another interesting Navagopal Ghosh. He comes to Sri Ramakrishna and asked him, please give me your grace. So Sri Ramakrishna told him, you do morning and evening, little japa, meditation, prayer, all that you do every day. Immediately this Navagopal Ghosh says, I am a householder. I have so many responsibilities. So do you want me to do morning and evening, japa, sadhana and all that? It's not possible for me, he said. He did not tell him, all 24 hours a day you chant my name. So Sri Ramakrishna is very considerate. He said, only morning and evening you chant the Lord's name. He said, it's not possible at all. I am a householder. So then he said, all right, if you cannot do that, at least once in a day, sometime when you are free, you chant the name of God. You know what answer he gave? No, I can't do that also. So they gave him another chance, final chance. Then I asked him, all right, can you chant my name a few times a day? He said, yes. He said, that is sufficient for you. He said, where can you get a person like Sri Ramakrishna? Chant the name just few times a day, sufficient for you, he said. So when you go to Krishna, Krishna is a taskmaster. He said, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhya cha. He said, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara. See the message here. Sarveshu kaleshu, all the time, 24 hours in a day. Mam anusmara. Remember me all the time, 24 hours a day. And then what you should do? Yudhyacha. Do all your duties. And remember me also. So both you must do. Here Ramakrishna is very considerate. So just do little name, take the name of God. See how considerate is Sri Ramakrishna. He is always considerate. So then another devotee comes here. His name is Upendra. Upendra is a very, very poor boy. Very poor. So then he goes to Sri Ramakrishna. So Sri Ramakrishna to you, you want money? Without asking, he knows what he wants. You want money? You will become very wealthy. He blessed him. Now you see this Upendra. When you study the life of Upendra, it's very interesting. In a tea shop, he was washing the tumblers. Imagine what the state of the Upendra. So then he goes to a bookshop and working there as a assistant. So then he purchases that bookstall. He starts a printing press and literally became crorepati, earning crores of rupees. See, this is the grace of Sri Ramakrishna. But when we see, when you go to God and ask for money, so that is Shreyas and Prayas. So Shreyas is different, Prayas is different. So Shreyas is which is really good for you. You ask for grace of Sri Ramakrishna, ask for divine experience of Sri Ramakrishna, that's all Shreyas. So when you ask for this money, so then Sri Ramakrishna blesses him, that is only Prayas, what he wanted. ఒకటి చాలా ప్రియమైనది మనకి ప్రేయర్స్ అంటే. శ్రేయస్ అంటే మనకి నిజంగా అది మనకి మంచి చేస్తుంది. శ్రేయస్ వేరు, ప్రేయస్ వేరని. బట్ such is the grace of Sri Ramakrishna. Whatever he earned, literally crores of rupees, he spent only for the service of the Ramakrishna order. For serving the Ramakrishna order, the whole money he spends. So when he passes away, his wife takes it. She goes to all the centers. Wherever help is needed, she helps the center financially. It's all because the grace of Sri Ramakrishna. So then another person, Ramlal. Ramlal, all of you know, he was serving Sri Ramakrishna. related to Sri Ramakrishna. So then he calls Ramlal. Come, come. He's calling him to bless him, you see. He's standing in a distance. He's not coming forward. He calls him, come on, come. Then he touches him. Again, this magic divine touch of Sri Ramakrishna. So here he says, the effect of the divine touch. So previously when I used to meditate, it all used to be dry. Sometimes I used to see the face of my Ishta, sometimes the lotus feet of the Ishta and all that. But it was all dry. It was never live. But when Sri Ramakrishna touched me, I see the living form of my Ishta in my heart. Living, luminous form of the Lord I am seeing in. So then comes another devotee, Vaikuntanath Sanyal. This is very interesting, this Vaikuntanath Sanyal. So before coming to this Kalpataru incident, sometime earlier, he gets mantra from Sri Ramakrishna. He is practicing as guided by Sri Ramakrishna. So when he comes to the great master and pleads him, please give me something, then Sri Ramakrishna said, I have given you everything already. Means that I have given the mantra that I have given to you. So then he said, when you say it must be that only, but make me aware that you have given me everything. So then Sri Ramakrishna just touches him. See that magic that created, the divine magic touch of Sri Ramakrishna. So the moment he touched him, so he is seeing the luminous form of Sri Ramakrishna, the cheerful face of Sri Ramakrishna, smiling face of Sri Ramakrishna, where? Everywhere. All round is Vishwarupa of Sri Ramakrishna. The smiling, cheerful face. Everywhere. Wherever he sees, only Sri Ramakrishna everywhere. So just visualize the experience, how it is. He is seeing the people, same time seeing Sri Ramakrishna in them. So it requires some visualization. You can closely visualize, then you will know what exactly he is undergoing. So he was in a very blissful state. So seeing Sri Ramakrishna everywhere, the Vishwarupa Darshana, what Arjuna saw in Krishna. So here he is seeing the Vishwarupa of Sri Ramakrishna. So he has become Sarvavyapi, Sarvantaryami, everywhere Sri Ramakrishna only is seeing. So he was so happy, so joyful. So he goes on with his experience, enjoying the divine bliss, enjoying the Ananda. So 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So slowly he develops one problem. What is that problem? He is not able to go to his office or attend to his duties. So he is feeling what to do now. I have to attend my duties, take care of the family, children, all that. If I remain in this state like this, what shall I do? So imagine, so many of us get frustrated in spiritual life. We do little japa in the morning, little japa in the evening, little prayer and complain to God. Nothing you are giving me. So when it gives, what happens? So he feels miserable. Then what happens? He prays to Sri Ramakrishna. What did he pray? I am not able to hold on to this wonderful experience. Please take it back from me. నా వల్ల కావట్లేదు ఈ అనుభవం ఉంచుకోవడానికి, తీసేసుకోండి మళ్ళీ అని ప్రార్థన చేశాడు. So when he prayed like that, so immediately that experience was withdrawn from him. So then the feeling that arose in him, he says, what kind of a fool I am. Out of ignorance I prayed to Sri Ramakrishna to withdraw this experience. What would I would have died. What does it matter? So I made a grave mistake in praying to Sri Ramakrishna to withdraw the experience. But Sri Ramakrishna is so gracious that he has kept that experience in me even now. Not continuously, now and then I have a glimpse of that experience, he says. So then Jnanadanandaji comments on this experience and he says, this experience of the spiritual experience, he compares what it is. If an elephant enters a small pond, what happens? The whole pond gets disturbed. It becomes dirty. So like that, when this experience comes to an individual, like an elephant entering into a small pond, it disturbs the whole of your personality. Suppose same elephant enters in the ocean, nothing happens to the ocean. So we must prepare ourselves to receive this experience. So then only it is possible to sustain that experience. So then he says, the desirelessness is the one quality needed to sustain this experience. So then he said, people like Brahmanandaji. So Brahmanandaji, one disciple asked him, you are the spiritual son of Sri Ramakrishna. He has given you everything. But why do you go on meditating and doing sadhana, tapas, 24 hours, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day? You go on doing meditation, so you go into bhava, go into samadhi all the time. Why are you doing all this tapas? So then Brahmanandaji said, it is true. Sri Ramakrishna gave me everything. But what he gave, I must make it my own. What does it mean by that? I must become fit instrument, sustain that experience which Sri Ramakrishna gave, the grace he gave. Suppose we are fed with very rich food. So how many have the capacity to digest that food, derive strength out of that? It's like giving a very rich food. You must have the capacity to digest that food when we take. Derive strength from there. Otherwise, you get indigestion. So that is very important. Here he says that. So when Hriday and Sri Ramakrishna, so both are walking. So then here, so they suddenly saw Sri Ramakrishna's body has become luminous. And he is not walking on the ground. So he is walking in the air. Then he saw, what is this? He saw around, everything is normal. The trees are there, buildings are there, everything is normal only. Change only in Sri Ramakrishna. He looks at himself. He also become like that, a luminous person. He also is floating in and walking in the air. Then he is shouting, "Oh Ramakrishna, Ramakrishna." He said, "We are not human beings. We don't belong to this world at all. Let us go to every house and liberate people." So manam manava matrulam kam. ఇలాగని చెందిన వాళ్ళం కాం. ప్రతి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి అందరూ కూడా ముక్తిని ప్రసాదించాలి మనము. రా మనతో పాటు, నాతో పాటు అని అంటున్నాడు. So that experience, so Sri Ramakrishna tells again, don't shout. Please keep quiet. How can you keep quiet? That's too much for him. That experience is too much. He can't contain it. So then he says, for this one experience, you became imbalanced. I get thousands of experiences like that every day. Is bhava sagara. So one experience he cannot stand. Thousands of experiences like that I get experiences every day. Do I shout like you? Naturally, he is an ocean. Any number of elephants can go into the ocean. Nothing will happen to the ocean. He is a small pond. Elephant has entered and disturbed the whole thing. So this incident of the Kalpataru day, so all the disciples, they said, that day Sri Ramakrishna became like Kalpataru. So this happened between 3 and 3:30 in the afternoon. Today you can see when you go to Kashipur, every year lakhs of people will be there for darshan of Sri Ramakrishna. The faith and conviction that that day he will bestow grace upon us. So huge crowds will be there for darshan. So that specific time, here also we'll keep our temple open between 3 and 3:30. So come to this temple, sit before Sri Ramakrishna. So you focus your minds, visualize this Kalpataru experience. Sit, live in the time of the Kalpataru day and get the grace of Sri Ramakrishna. Between 3 and 3:30 is a very, very auspicious time. So all of you will come to the temple, sit before Sri Ramakrishna and silently pray, commune with Sri Ramakrishna. Recollect that experience of the Kalpataru day. So when they called him as Kalpataru. So Kalpataru, what speciality? Whatever you ask, it will give. Something bad you ask, that also it will give. You know the story Sri Ramakrishna used to say about Kalpataru. One person was walking in the forest, very hot sun. So then he felt very thirsty, so he got the shade of a tree. So then he thinks, if I get some nice drinking water, how nice it will be. Got very beautiful drinking water. He drank that water. So the thirst has gone, hunger has started. He is feeling very hungry. Chala akaliga undi vadi. So if I get nice food, how it will be? So excellent varieties of food appeared before him. Varieties. So sweets, food, everything, varieties of food. So enjoyed the food. Then he said, now my hunger is satisfied. Now I must relax a bit. So long I walked in the hot sun. Relax a bit. So if I get a nice cot to relax, he's got a beautiful mattress. He lying down on the mattress. See how the mind works. So now such a long distance I have worked, my legs are paining. If somebody can come and massage my feet, my legs, how nice it will be. Some young ladies should come and massage his feet. Immediately he found ladies came and they are massaging his feet. So then he thinks, something is happening today. Whatever I am thinking, it is happening. I wanted water, I got water. I wanted food, an excellent food I got. I want nice bed I got. Somebody to massage my feet, they have come. Suppose a tiger comes and pounces on me. The thought came immediately. One huge tiger came and pounced on him, tore him to pieces. This is Kalpataru. You wanted, it gave. It did not discriminate. Kalpataru did not think, "Ayo, this fool is asking for a tiger. If I give tiger, this fellow will die." That's why Jnanadanandaji says, it is appropriate to call him by some other name than a Kalpataru. What is that appropriate name? Abhaya Pradana. Abhaya Pradana చేశారు ఆ రోజు. Abhaya Pradana చేశారు. That is bestowing upon them the fearlessness. How? By self-revelation. He revealed that he is nothing but God in a human form. He said, I will break the pot in the open market. So that day he declared that nothing but God come in the human form, Nararupa Dharana. So that day he manifested his divinity, revealed his divinity, identity, divinity, his real nature. That day he revealed, manifested. So Abhaya Pradana, that's what he gave. So he says more appropriate to call him the day of Abhaya Pradana, day of bestowing this fearlessness. Exactly this what happened. So Swami Yogananda was a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. He was forced to get married. After he got married, how can he show his face to Sri Ramakrishna? He is not coming to Sri Ramakrishna at all. Then Sri Ramakrishna thought, why he is not coming to meet me? He is sending word, he is not coming. Then he found out a trick. What is that? Some time back, some money he gave to purchase certain things. He had not given the account for that. He sent word, I gave you money, give the account. So Yogana got furious. For a few rupees, he is summoning me to come. I will go and throw away that money towards him. I will not see him, look at him again. So he comes with that. So when he meets Sri Ramakrishna, first time Sri Ramakrishna told him, what? Because you got married, you are afraid? Let there be 100 marriages. See the word he has used, let there be 100 marriages. As long as you have the grace of this place. Most important thing is this, as long as you have the grace of this place, let there be 100 marriages. Why are you scared? నీకు భయం ఎందుకు? 100 పెళ్లి జరిగినాయి. నా కృప నీకు ఉన్నంత వరకు నువ్వు భయపడాల్సిన పని లేదు. అభయ ప్రదానం అంటే ఇది. నేనున్నా చూసుకోవడా నేను. I am there to take care of you, to protect you, to guide you. Let there be anything happen to you. Why are you scared? So this is literally Abhaya Pradana gave to Swami Yoganandaji. Not only that, for all the devotees. So Vara Abhaya Mudra, you see when you go to the temple, Vara and Abhaya Mudra. So Vara like this. So God is giving you all the boons. So Abhaya Mudra is like this. That means he is showing the lotus feet. To surrender to God. So you get Abhaya. He protects you all the time. Surrender to him. Get the blessings. So then everything happens to us. So on this auspicious day, let us pray to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. So let us be aware, make us aware that we are all his children. So bestow on us that Abhaya Pradana for us, every one of us, to guide us, protect us, always be with us. Niranjanam nityamanantarupam bhaktanukampa dhruta vigraham vai Ishāvataram parameshamīdyam tam Ramakrishnam sirasa namāmaha.